Hey guys, what's up? So this is a different video than I usually make, but I just want to quickly make this video about what is WinDirStat, why do you need it, and how do you get it. This is not sponsored or anything, I just love this program. This is a program that I use all the time for cleaning out a bunch of my hard drives and freeing up disk space. It's super useful, it's awesome, it's free. It doesn't get much better than that. Basically what WinDirStat is it's a program that allows you to have a categorized list of all of the files on your computer, on any drive, your C drive, your D drive, whatever, allows them to be categorized and then put into a directory list based on how large each file is and put into order of the size of each file, which then allows you to delete files that you don't need or don't want, or at least find out where they're at. Because I found a lot of times I'll be looking through Windows and I won't be able to actually see where the majority of my files are being used up, and it's really annoying because I know that there's just a bunch of garbage there. I use this program along with CCleaner. Totally look that up as well if you'd like me to make a video on that as well. I would love to. That's another one of my favorite programs. If you go up here to windirstat.net, you can just go through this link and it'll take you right to it, or I'll put the link down in the description for you guys. All you do is you go down here to downloads and permalink and scroll down. You can read all this if you want. It's fine. You can do whatever you would like. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click here. File hub. I'm just going to open it in a new tab. You can see here, it gives you another description. It can scan local partitions or an entire disk drive. It's awesome. Anyways, you can scroll down and read all this if you'd like. And then it's donationware, so you could donate if you'd like, and I would recommend it. It's a good program. But if you're not interested, you can just go up here to the top and click download WinDirStat Windows Installer. It'll download. You can just run it. I already have it installed, so I'm not going to install it, but it's super easy. Just follow all the instructions full way through. It's not anything super complicated, pretty basic. It's really easy to use. Alright, so now we are here on the WinDirStat page. This is the first window that pops up. It's your WinDirStat select drives page. You can see here that we have all local drives, individual drives, and a folder, so you could even do it a folder in particular. We're just going to do my D drive. I would recommend using this on your C drive. I think that's really useful, especially when you have a SSD like myself and you only have 112 total and you know it's getting full. But we're just going to use it on the actual hard drive itself. It'll take a little bit less time because when you hit OK, it's going to bring up all of your different items here on your D drive. And so you can see that it will categorize each folder on your D drive. And you can see this green bar down here. It's progressing and it's getting slowly to the end. And once it gets to the end, it will actually be done. And then you can just browse how you would like. And it is worth noting that this will take a little bit. It'll take maybe a minute or two depending on how large your drive is and how many files you have. But you can see here that it's progressively getting up there. It looks like we've been going for about 2 minutes so far, and now we're done. Done in exactly 2 minutes. Perfect. And so now we get to see this whole mess of gobbledygook, and I'm sure you're wondering, like, what the heck are these colors? This is actually basically a visual representation of your drive, whichever drive you're using. So you can see here on the right side, we have different descriptions of every single type of file we have and where they're at. There's a lot of different types, but you can actually see where all of them are at. Let's just go into Steam games. So we can go into our Steam app. And so this is a really cool representation because it shows you Steam obviously uses most of my hard drive. 69.5% of all of the used space is from Steam alone. So if I were to get rid of Steam, my hard drive would suddenly be like empty. But anyways, we can open this up and then we can have a further look. We can see that the steam.dll is like negligible. It has almost nothing. And then we can keep going in here. You can see that I have a little bit in the workshop, but not that much. So we can keep going further. And now we get to see all of the different games that I have. But we can see here the size of the different games. So we can see that Garry's Mod is the largest, then onward, and it just progressively goes down by size. Now this is different because usually when you use the Windows Explorer, it won't properly categorize them, but WinDirStat is designed expressly for this purpose, just so that you can see where different files are at. You can see which game is the largest, and so obviously for me, Garry's Mod is a behemoth. This is nothing compared to my friend Chase, who literally had a 500 gigabyte Gmod. It literally took up half of his hard drive. So this is it's just a cool representation of where you're at and stuff. You can see different groupings. You can see where you could maybe save some space. Super useful. It's not super complicated. If you have any more questions, I could possibly help you. I don't really use things like tree maps or cleanup. I find it's best to do it manually because you can right click. You can have a bunch of different options there. You can delete, all that kind of good stuff. But it's just super nice. It categorizes everything regardless of their name because usually Windows loves to categorize by name, not by size. It's really annoying. Just for further proof of this, this is in the Windows Explorer. This is actually in my hard drive. You can see the exact same file list as in the WinDirStat folder. However, these ones are obviously organized by the actual name. We can go to view and we can do sort by size. I mean, well, for starters, these don't actually display a size. If you were to click on one and then unclick on one and then highlight over it, it will tell you. It'll say this is 473 megabytes. Okay, but why not say it right there? And so this is why WinDirStat comes in. It's super handy because WinDirStat is quick. I mean, you saw it took 2 minutes for my entire hard drive of like 600 gigabytes, and WinDirStat displays it in size because in WinDirStat it starts with Steam at the top, not Arduino or program. Way more useful than just the typical Windows editor. Plus it allows you to delete stuff, it allows you to recategorize stuff. It's basically like the Windows Explorer, but a little bit more useful, and I want to say better. It's a little more optimized for people who are trying to save room. I've probably saved a few hundred gigabytes using WinDirStat, just finding files that I didn't even realize I still had. Realizing that I could move things to different places. It just saved me a ton of room. It's super useful. Highly recommended to all of you. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know any feedback on this video, how I can make it better. And I appreciate all of you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.